Everybody, welcome back. This is TheCandidCamperr, and this is Tones TV and Marianne the Girly Nerd, and we're here to do TheCandidCamper's trailer reaction, and we're going to do Harry Potter, Sorcerer's Stone. Sweet. All right, so a little bit about the movie. It came out in 2001. Estimated production budget of 125 million, which I kind of thought it was a little less than that. I never knew how much that it cost, but 125 is not bad. And you want to take a guess at how much it grossed?
Oh, fucking billions.
Maybe 800. More than that?
It did over 1 billion worldwide.
Wow.
And that's including some re-releases and everything like that. But just that one movie alone set them up to obviously be able to make more of them. Another cool fact about this movie is that it is I think it's number 2 on the list of least amount of budgeted. And all the Harry Potter movies, none of them went over $250 million budget. So think about how much CGI they use and how much real life, like on set props and everything like that they use. And even in the first one, that whole castle, like everything and that's only 125 million. And then you have Disney over here with their Marvel stuff in the 350 million. It's kind of ridiculous. And this franchise made billions of dollars each time. So kind of a different look from Warner Brothers on the other side, or Universal, excuse me. Warner Brothers?
Yeah.
Warner Brothers, yeah. And then the other thing, we got Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, Rupert Grint, and Vern Troyer in there as Grip Hook, which is awesome. So, what do you guys think? How do you like your Harry Potter?
Go ahead, Marianne. You can start this one.
Well, I love all the Harry Potter movies. I like this one a lot. It's not my favorite, but I like it. I like looking back on it because they're so cute and little.
Where would you rank it? Where would you rank it on your list?
Let me think. Third is my favorite. Then probably, what's Order of the Phoenix? What number is that? So like Prisoner of Azkaban, Order of the Phoenix, maybe Goblet of Fire, Sorcerer's Stone, and then Deathly Hallows, both of them. Which one am I forgetting? Half-Blood Prince and Chamber of Secrets are my least favorite.
Oh, there you go. Half-Blood Prince.
Yeah.
That's gotcha. Yeah, those ones are just kind of boring, and I felt like we just had to have them to kind of finish. Yeah, no, we don't. I don't think anyone ever says, "Hey, dude, come on over. We're watching Half-Blood Prince tonight." Yeah, that's not a thing. I definitely didn't do that when Tones came over. I'm like, dude, you need to watch Harry Potter and Sorcerer's Stone.
But like, it's funny. It's like it's right up my alley, but I didn't see it right away. It wasn't, for some reason, it wasn't on my radar. I didn't know the books. The first 2 movies came out before I ever saw them, and I saw them on DVD first. My younger cousin was reading the books and watching the movies, and he's like, "Oh, you got to watch these. They're so good." So we borrowed the first 2 movies, and then it was funny. Me, my mom, and my brother all watched them, and we go, "These are so cute." And then I started reading all the books. Yeah.
Yep. And see, I saw the first one through word of mouth, and my mom read the book. And then we went not opening night, because obviously it already came out. So we went like that week. And I remember it just being packed. There was a line out the door. There's people dressed up in like wizard gear, and I didn't know what the hell was going on. I was like, these fucking weirdos. And then I walked out of there. I'm like, these guys are fucking cool. Like, I need to go get my stuff. And then I went and read the books, and I was amazed how well that those books did translate from most of the movies.
Yeah.
And there was some changes here and there, but I was okay with them. Like, I never felt like there was anything wrong with the movies. And she had a big part in playing, or a big part in those roles. So things didn't change too much, which was great. The first one is my favorite. I'll give you my list real quick too. It'll go 1, 4, 3, and then you can throw the rest in any order. I'll have to watch them. What about you, Tones?
First, I want to tell you guys a quick story about this movie. In 8th grade, we were required to read this book. And after we were supposed to read it, I think it was either for summer break or whatever the case may be, we were supposed to read it. And we had a test on the book, and I had watched the movie. So during the test, I was killing the test, bro. I thought I was getting an A+ and all this stuff. Our computer teacher set the test up to where if we answered the questions right in the test, but weren't right in the books, we obviously we wouldn't get it right. So they set up the answers to where you didn't read the book, and
so it's double
tricky.
answers.
Yes,
tricky.
So I had the answers for the book and the answers for the movie on the same. That's
exactly.
funny.
So
you done fucked up, dude.
yeah, I think I got like a C. There were some things that were like easy. I think I got like a C, but I thought I killed that test, by the way. But
awesome.
the reason why I love doing these kind of do they hold up is we can look back at the actors and actresses inside movies like these, and that's a big thing to me, because if you go back and look at this cast, I mean, everyone on this cast is just huge now. Is Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, Rupert Grint. You see these actors like these, and you see them now, and they're all movie stars. They're all have played big movies outside of Harry Potter. So it just goes to show, like, back then they knew what casting. They knew the exact casting that needed to be in this kind of movie. That's what made this movie as good as it was. So this movie was great. I don't remember watching the trailer to it, so I am kind of excited to see the trailer and see if it does hold up. But we just did the Alien trailer last video. If you guys haven't watched that, go watch it. We love the movie, but man, was that trailer just trash, dude. It was so cringy. So
what year is that?
I think it was 80. Was it 79?
79 or 89, I don't remember. I just did the video.
It wasn't 89 for sure.
Some of the trailers from that era, I think, are just not very good.
That's 1979.
Yeah,
it was terrible. But none to wrap it all up, this movie was great. This movie was a start of something great, and the books, people who read the books know like why it was so good, and watching these movies, it kind of translated to that as well. So
yeah, I agree with you. And Harry Potter, I'm a little nervous for its future, but HBO has not let me down in the last couple of years with anything they're doing. Even their worst show is still one of the best shows on other platforms, if that makes sense. So I think they're going to do well with this new franchise and the new casting. Hopefully there will be some kind of cameos with some of the older cast. That'll be awesome.
I believe it's going to be about the same thing, right? Just in a show form.
Yeah, so that way they can really get more details into it and not condense it down to 2 hours or 3 hour movie, however long they have to do it.
So it is going to be about the same thing, though, right?
Yeah, and once I get past it not being Daniel Radcliffe or anybody, I think I'll be fine. They just really need to get those details. And once again, they're having JK like do most of the. She's involved, so I don't think they're going to veer far from her vision, and I think that's going to be awesome. And HBO will throw all the money in the world at this thing, so we're going to get probably real fucking magic,
Is it going to have any of the same writers or anything?
I haven't looked into that yet. I will definitely look into it because I'm curious. I kind of didn't dig deep into it because I don't want to ruin it for myself. This is one of those ones where I get really excited where I don't want to overdo it. It's kind of like going to a Disney park for the first time. I end up watching all the videos to the rides before I get there. I probably shouldn't do that, and I kind of want to do it this time. But I'm ready to get into the trailer if you guys are.
Sure.
Cool. All right. I'm excited for this. I've not seen this trailer. If I have, I don't remember it. But once again, I didn't watch it. I know I didn't watch a trailer to bring me into the theaters.
All right, you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
Did you ever make anything happen? Anything you couldn't explain? You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm a what? Dear Mr. Potter, we are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry.
In a few moments, you will pass through these doors and join your classmates.
Keep an eye on the staircases. they like to change.
Good afternoon, class. Welcome to your first flying lesson. Stick your right hand over the broom and say up. Wow.
Damn.
Mr. Longbottom, exactly where do you think you're going?
You really have the... Oh. Wicked.
Mr. Potter, our new celebrity. First years should note that the Dark Forest is strictly forbidden, with no magics to be used between the classes in the corridors.
Petrificus totalis.
The third floor corridor is out of bounds to everyone who does not wish to suffer a most painful death.
Throw in the dungeon! Understand this, Harry, because it's very important. Not all wizards are good.
I'm going to bed before either of you come up with another clever idea to get us killed. Or worse, expelled.
She needs to sort out her priorities.
I think it is clear that we can expect great things from you.
Philosopher's Stone, dude. That's crazy.
We ain't gonna give you a date, but just know it's coming soon. So yeah, Marianne, we're gonna start with you. What do you think?
Oh, that's a cute trailer. If I don't remember ever seeing that. I would have wanted to see the movie though, for sure. I think I like it because the first movie, even though there's like darker stuff in it, it's kind of innocent and sweet, and it definitely captures that sort of like whimsy that the first movie has, and yeah, a sweetness to it, and I liked it. Yeah, it's funny, but it's funny I have no memory of it. Maybe I saw it like on the DVD, but I don't remember. But that was a good trailer. Yeah.
Perfect. Tones, what about you, buddy?
Yeah, it was good. You know, it showed you what the story was going to be about without giving too much out. You seen that, you know, Harry was a well-known person around when he asked about the scar, and like people know who he was. Like you know everything's there. Like you got the action that you seen that was going to be within the show. You seen the storyline just develop within the trailer, and that was pretty dope. And does it hold up? Yes, because I would definitely go see that trailer or that movie for sure.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I think that it did so well at showing you every piece of it. If you were a big Harry Potter fan and you read the books, I think when they made that trailer for those people, because every time it was a new scene, it would have been more like, oh man, that's from the book, or yeah, that's from the book. Oh, the scar, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And they did such a great job at showing that. And knowing, reading the book and seeing the movie, I feel like exactly that's what they did, because the way it flowed was kind of a scene from the movie, where sometimes they usually blend it a little bit more. It didn't show any storyline. I think they did a great job. I think it kept the innocence of Harry, and it also showed that he's going to be worthy of something great, and you know that there's going to be a story behind him being great and how to get there. So they did a great job at not showing anything, but giving us that want.
Enough, yeah.
So it definitely held up for me. I would have went and saw it again. This is one of those movies where I kind of wish that I can see it again for the first time in the theater.
Yeah.
And like you said, the perfect word was whimsical. That first one's definitely whimsical, and it does hold a place in my movie heart. So I love it. Anything else you guys want to add before we end this one?
I think you're right about making it for the fans of the book, especially the way they revealed like certain locations, like Diagon Alley and the Great Hall and the boat ride to Hogwarts. You know, if I had read the book before, I would go, "Oh wow, oh they really got it. So yeah.
That's always big when it comes to book readers. I've heard. You know, I don't read too many books, which is something I need to work on. Yes, but
Don't you write books?
I'm writing the script, but it's a little different. But like visually, it's like you read something in a book and you see it, you see exactly where it's at, and in the movie or show, whatever the case may be, and you're like, wow, they really nailed this one. Like, this really looks good. Like, that must be a different kind of experience seeing it for the first time after you've read about it.
And the thing about that, what you just mentioned, is that this book was written so well that you can picture, like, every time everything you're reading, you see it as you're reading it. And I think that's what makes it a little bit easier to make these movies, because she's done a great job at writing these books. And her being there, making, helping out the vision is key also. And I think we need to get back to that. If you are making a movie based off of the book, you need to let these people, these writers have their way, their say. It's their baby. Yeah, you sold it off to a giant company, but hey, giant company, if you want this to do well, then you really need to have them come in and help you out. I get that you want to be a fancy director or whatever you are. You got to put your BS to the side. Your name's still going to be on it, but let these writers have their hands on it. Tones, any movie that you can think of, that, or any show that you can think of that the writer wasn't involved and it didn't do well?
Yeah.
I know, that's what I'm asking you.
Oh, is that a can of worms?
Yeah,
Just a little bit. What about that season 8 of your favorite show?
Yes. As unfortunate as that was, that's a prime example of the book material, the source material not being there. And season 8 was that definitely.
It's crazy. We don't need to tell you what show we're talking about. I think you can just say season 8.
I can
everybody
figure that. I can figure out what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
I've never watched that show though.
You don't need to. Oh, watch the show, yes, but season 8, no.
Yeah, it was definitely I mean, granted, I didn't read the book, so I might view it a little different from book readers, because book readers had trouble reading or liking seasons past season 5 or season 4, so it's a little bit different. But season 8 was just all around, no one was involved that wanted it to succeed. So
that's a shame.
Yeah, very unfortunate.
But once again, I just hope that HBO does the right thing, and I hope they put all the money into this, because it needs it. They're going to make a shit ton of money, so might as well spend the money.
Can I say something real quick? I think that, and we've talked about this plenty on my channel, your channel. The new Harry Potter show that's coming out, don't expect it to be a complete copy and paste show with recasts. They have to make some kind of changes, and it might be a detriment to the show, and it might be different from the books and the original movies, but they have to somehow tweak it just a little bit. Obviously, if they take out a whole bunch of shit that makes no sense, by all means, you have every right to be pissed, but don't expect it to be a copy and paste from what we've seen in Sorcerer's Stone, the books and all that stuff.
People, and see, there's certain things that we've seen over the years that Disney done where they copy and pasted, like especially with some of the live action, and people are complaining, well, this is just too close to the anime. Well, what else did you want them to do? You would have complained if they changed it. So playing it safe gets you in trouble, but also going off the path is going to get you in trouble. I would do the same thing, and I would stick as close as I can to it. But like you said, Tones, there's going to be things. What I think is going to be the difference is you're going to have the same path, because you kind of have to, but there's going to be more of that path to walk before you're to the next scene.
Exactly.
Like them getting, I think you can do a couple episodes of him going to Diagon Alley and that whole scene. That could be a whole season if they wanted to. Like, they don't have to just condense it into 10 minutes. Them going on the boats or on the train, like that's a whole nother, that could be a whole episode. Like, there's a lot more that they can do, and I hope that these are true HBO hours. Like, I want I don't want a time on these. If you need to make the episode an hour and 20 minutes, that episode needs to be an hour and 20 minutes, then an extra 10 minutes for your credits. But I need an hour and 20 minutes. Don't cut me short for one episode and make it 30 minutes like they did over at Disney for our favorite Percy Jackson. We can't do that again. No. But once again, last thing I'm going to say, HBO doesn't miss. They haven't missed in a while, and if they did miss, it's still one of the best misses that you can possibly get. But yeah, let's bring it back. Marianne, where can they find you on social media?
They can find me on Twitter at The Girly Nerd and Instagram at The Girly Nerd Blog.
Perfect. How can I just time out real quick? How the hell did you get away with having that name? Like, I feel like that would have been taken by everyone else.
Yeah, so it is. That's why I have like, especially like on Instagram, there's someone who has that name. That's why I had to add blog at the end. And there's people who have it all together, all the words all together. That's why I have underscores between each word.
Gotcha.
But if you search it, you'll find it. So
I was gonna say you still did pretty good, because there's another Candid Camper out there that copied me after, and they added, and so that's why I have an extra R on mine for IG, because they decided to go think they're cool making RVs and taking pictures in RVs. Come on, dude, get real.
What's annoying about the Instagram one is this person, I don't know who they are, but they haven't posted anything in years. It's a completely inactive account. I'm like, I don't want blog on the end of it, but I have to.
Yeah, I feel it. Tones, what about you? Where can they find you at?
Yeah, you guys can find me at Tones_TV on all platforms. Follow my YouTube channel, Bad Thoughts Studios, where we do trailer reactions to movies and TV shows. And we also do breakdowns for episodes and movies as well. So you guys can find that at Bad Thoughts Studios. Also follow the podcast that Candid and I have, Bad Thoughts Podcast, on YouTube and Spotify.
Sweet. Yep. And you can find me right here, The Candid Camper, on my channel, where I do, well, what you guys just watched me do. Please like and subscribe. If there's any other movies that you want to see us do, just let me know down in the comments, or if you can find me on IG, The Candid Camper with an extra R, because those people stole my name. You can drop some DMs there. Also, you can find me over on Tone's channel every once in a while, over at the Bad Thoughts Studios, and you can find me on Bad Thoughts Podcast. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good night. Peace.